Okay, frown for me. Okay, relax.
Oh my God. I'm getting my Botox today because maybe it's been like 6 months. I also want to try traptox. I think it's called like traptox, like Barbie Botox thing right here to really help to like elongate my neck and my shoulders and like the whole entire nine. I've tried Masseter Botox once. It's very fucking expensive, so I'm not going to do that today, but that would help to kind of like slim this out. And I typically also get Botox here for my gummy smile, maybe a little bit in the eye area because you guys know I got that little lower left, so my eyes look super good. But yeah, we're at Cosmetic Injectable Center. I love Dr. Soleiman. That's who typically does my Botox. She owns it. She literally like travels across America and she teaches. I also am not wearing any makeup just so you guys can really see and get like the full effect of everything, and also just like really see my expressions in the whole entire nine. But okay, until we go back there. You guys, it is time. I feel like every time I come here, I bother this lady so bad. I'm like, can we do this? Can we do that? So today, here's what I was thinking.
Bother me.
Bother you. Okay, so I've been seeing traptox go around. I want to try it. What do you think?
For elongation, right?
Yeah, for a long, I just want to look like a beautiful swan, like a ballerina.
Which you already do.
Oh, thank you.
So we call it traptox.
Okay.
And it's for the trapezius muscle. We've got the platysma up front. That's the one that covers the neck here. Trapezius here helps to lift the shoulders up and also back. But what you really want to move your shoulders back is the muscles that are in the center of the back. So you want to be able to pull your shoulders back right from here.
Okay.
Not from here. And then with computer usage or with stress or with days that you just feel cold or you feel insecure, you know, your shoulders just come up next to the ears and you just do this, right?
Yeah.
All day long. And you start getting pains here actually. And that's why when you go for a massage, this is majority of the time they put their focus on the trap muscle, the trapezius muscle. They found that if we do Botox in this region, it does relax, helps the posture, helps to pull your shoulders down. But for some people, they're gonna have a hard time straightening their back because they're using the wrong muscle to straighten their back. So this will give you an opportunity when we Botox the traps to exercise the proper muscles that are in the middle center of your back to hold yourself straight. You don't want to be pulling yourself up with your shoulders.
Yeah, my lower back is weak. Oh, child. I'm like, it's just, even it's painful, kind of like.
So the cosmetic part of it is actually just a plus because then it does elongate the neck a little bit. Call it the Barbie talk because Barbie has those nice long neck.
Super excited. Also for this, like, okay, so when you get traptox, can you not get massages right there because you're putting Botox there, or?
For about 4 hours. It takes about 4 hours for the Botox to work and get out of your system. Then it's inside the muscle and it's doing its thing.
Okay.
So realistically, that's what it is. Now, if you want to be extra safe, maybe don't massage for like a day.
Okay.
But once that works, of course, you can have massages. You could go ahead and exercise. You could do whatever you want. Dosage-wise, I should probably tell you. If someone just have like a little bit of pointed, focalized area of pain, we might just do 5 units. But if we're doing the entire muscle, it could go all the way up to 60 units on just one side.
Oh my God.
I think on you, I'm going to go somewhere in between. Okay. And then if you wanted to add more, we can always add more. We can't take away, but we can always add more.
Okay. I'm cool with that. I'm super excited because like, I definitely feel as if I hold a lot of tension in this area, which is, I'm excited to kind of feel like I'll have a relief. And like she said, I think that now doing back exercises, hopefully my back will be stronger and my posture will be better. So I won't be compensating with this part of the body. I also feel like for the people that are scared of Botox, you really are not going to look crazy. Depending on, you just go to someone that understands. And this is also why I am very loyal to her. Like, religiously. I don't fuck around. I don't go to nobody else. I'm coming to her. I've had to go to Melody a few times, but I trust Melody. Melody's also here. But sometimes my friends will be like, oh my God, come get Botox with me. No.
I'll tell you what's good about going to the same person over and over again.
Why? Tell me.
Because if there's an issue, then you problem solve, right? Then you try different things. It's a journey. It's not like buying a purse. Purse is pre-made. Human body reacts very differently. One body might react strongly, another one more sensitive. Muscles don't necessarily look the same or even sometimes spread differently. So the vector of the muscle might angle a little bit to the left or to the right. So it's really important when you go to the same person, you can troubleshoot and find the right dose what works, what doesn't work, and tweak it every time you come in so that over time, your results get better and better. Up your nose, these here.
We can. I don't think we've ever done it. What's the vibe? Like, what would it do?
If you look at people who do that for many years, it etches. I mean, it's not etching in now, so if you want, you could wait on it.
I think I will wait on it. I don't think I even make this face a lot. I just smile a lot, guys. I'm very smiley. I'm a very happy little lady. No, I'm not. I'm like...
If you look down here, the little bit of hue that you see down there, that's the Botox. There's no liquid. It comes as powder. And then it has this top, which under it is sterile. Like that. By FDA approval, the reconstitution is supposed to be with 2.5 cc's of normal saline, but we're going to do it a little bit less than that, so it's a little more concentrated.
What does reconstitution mean?
It's when powder is turned into liquid.
That's insane. So when people are getting Botox, everyone's always like, how much does Botox cost? But then when you actually look at pricing, pricing is per unit. So can you explain what pricing per unit means?
There is exactly 100 units in each of the vials. Depending on which muscle we're treating, you're probably not going to need a whole 100. So for example, frown muscle, the FDA approved dose is 20 units. Now there are people who need less because they want to still move. For example, actresses, I have the actress dose where I do very little so they can still move. Depending on longevity and how effective we want the Botox to be, we decide on the dosage that we're going to use in that specific muscles. Then you've got big muscles and thin muscles. Like the muscle here doesn't compare to these big muscles here, or even the masseter muscles that are very, very bulky. We adjust the dose based on all of that. Patient sensitivity, patient's metabolism, and then their expectation, how much they want it to move, whether it's medical or not, and then depending on the area and how long we want it to last.
And then on versus off label. So you say that,
Yeah.
like when we've had our appointment, she's like, well, this is on label, this is off label.
Yep.
So what is the difference?
That's a great question.
I'm asking all the good questions for you
these
guys
are
today.
Good questions. Yes. FDA keeps us safe, right? So whenever there's an area of treatment for it to get approved, they need a new FDA indication. So it's not like, okay, Botox is approved, you could use it anywhere. No. In the United States, if you're going to use it in the frown, it has to be studied in the frown and make sure it doesn't have any complications in the frown. And then if you need a new area to prove safety, for example, in the forehead, then that's a whole new study. And they need to get a whole new approval, safety approval and efficacy to make sure that it works and that it doesn't have complications. And then once they finish that study, if it gets approved, now it's FDA approved. So FDA has kind of put the stamp on it that it's safe and effective for the area of treatment. Botox so far has been approved, FDA approved, and studied in the frown, in the crow's feet, in the forehead, and in the platysma. Those have been studied and there has been FDA approval for them. So now, for example, for the chin or the lip flip or some of the other areas that we do, like around the nose, those have not yet been studied for efficacy and safety. But given that we have been using Botox for so long, as clinicians, we have the experience to know that it's safe in other areas and how to use it in other areas. But of course, we love when there's an FDA approval granted for each of the areas that we treat. Any questions about that? That makes sense?
That does make sense.
Okay.
And then you guys too, I know that last year I started my journey and I was telling you guys about how I wanted to do a rhinoplasty, and there were some people in the comment section saying, just get Botox, just get Botox. Well, actually, bitches, last year, before I was just very open about like my nose journey, I actually came in for Botox for my nose because I did see that that was an option. And, you know, what she told me was Botox relaxes. So like, that's something that I do always say too, when people ask me about like the difference between Botox and filler, like Botox really does relax the muscles. And she said, in my case, what could happen is that it would actually make my nose flare wider. And so it would be like the exact opposite result that I want, which is just more of like a slimmer nose, because, you know, like girl, I'm black, we got a little wide nose. So it'll be like, and you don't want that. So that's why I never did Botox in my nose, because she told me not to. She told me it'll make my nose bigger, and I would have been pissed. Like Botox is not like filler, so you can't like dissolve it. You can't, like, you just basically have to wait, right? Like you're screwed for like 6 months to a year. So
yeah, less than that. It would be more like, more like. I mean, I'd be very happy if Botox lasted that long, but usually about 3 to 4 months. But with lower dosage, it lasts even less than that. Now, having said that, there's a new Botox coming out.
what new Botox? Like show what?
That's right. There's a new one coming out that's going to work the same day you inject it, and it's going to not last very long. So it's kind of like for those people who just want to try it out and see what it looks like.
Yeah, that's sick.
Not out yet, but this year it's coming out, 2026. So these are baby syringes.
It's a lot of damn. This is all for me?
Yeah, but look, you see this syringe? It'd be one of these.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of spacing it out. So I'm going to start with your masseter, and then we'll draw up other areas. Lean back all the way, and here we go. Bite down. Okay, relax. How was that?
It's fine. It literally just feels like a little prick. So like it doesn't hurt. And does Botox have a numbing agent in it?
It does not, but it's such a small, tiny needle. Bite down again. Relax. Pretty much like the size of acupuncture needles.
Yeah, it just feels like a little pinch and then you're done.
Bite down. Okay, relax. We're done on this side. Let's go over to the other.
We did it, Joe. We did it. It really just feels like such a little pinch, just like a boop. What I also love about this place is that, like, let's say there's bruising, which there's never bruising. Like, they're so freaking perfect here. But if you get bruising, they literally call you and they're like, hey, how's everything going? If you have bruising, they have like this ice laser and it clears it up.
Bite down. Okay.
So freaking cool.
Bite down. Okay, bite down. And then bite down. We're done.
Wow.
So that's your masseters. Let's do your traps next.
I've never done Botox on my body, so I am nervous about this, but you know, the masseter was just like a little itty bitty pinch, so I guess I shouldn't be too nervous.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
How is it?
It literally feels like nothing.
Over to the other side. All right, move up your shoulders.
Oh.
Okay, now relax. Perfect. That's it.
Feels like nothing, guys. It literally felt like nothing. Oh my gosh. I swear I remember Botox being a little bit more painful than this. These little needles are like, boop. But also maybe because it's being injected into these big ass muscles. So when I'll let you guys know how the forehead feels, because the forehead is just all like skull. It's just like bone. So we'll see.
For the record, she does not wear much makeup. This is all beauty.
Oh, thank you. Just a little tinted sunscreen, guys.
Truly, look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Most people, this is just drenched in makeup when I do that.
Ooh, okay, question. So I'm currently on the Accutane, and are there any sort of, I don't know, like issues with Accutane and Botox?
Nope.
Love it.
None. Lean back. A little late to ask though, isn't it? Okay, frown for me. Okay, relax.
Oh my God. I did feel that.
Frown again. Okay, relax. Frown again. Okay, relax.
Okay, the forehead's not that great.
Okay, relax. Well, you're pulling it off super well.
Thank you.
One more time, frown, relax. Your brows are so pretty.
Thank you so much.
Okay, there. And let's do a little bit of a brow lift now and then the crows. So turn this way.
Can you explain the brow lift?
Explain what?
The brow lift. The brow lift.
Oh, the brow lift. So this area, generally this muscle pulls the eyelids, the eyebrows down. So shut your eyes real tight. See how it came down? It just pulled it down. Now relax. So when you relax it, it can't pull down anymore, so you get a nice lift. You get the opposite effect. Okay, let's do the other side now. And these little bubbles that you see are gonna go away in about 10 minutes. Okay. So turn this way. 1, 2, and sorry, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then let's do your forehead and we'll be done. Brows up all the way. Brows up again. Not bad. Your forehead's pretty good. Okay. Brows up again. All right, and now the lips. Here's your lip flip. Okay, I'm gonna tap you so it doesn't hurt, okay? Chin up, here we go. Tap, tap, tap. Because otherwise, lip is kind of spicy. And you're all done.
Yay!
Tears of joy. Are they coming? Have they come?
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
She's so strong that she won't let the tears of joy come down.
The first Botox appointment of 2026. It's just so
No pain, no gain.
no pain, no gain, guys. We did it. This was amazing. So happy. Full talks. I'll keep you guys updated on how everything looks, but this is what we're looking like. Like she said, the bubbles and like all the weirdness will go down in a few. I'll check back in with you guys just so you guys can see it. But all right, thank you guys for coming with me to my Botox appointment. Bye.